Really happy to win. I felt real good about the game. Coming into the game, I think our football team was a better football team, more physical, a little more talent, a little more speed. Had some history with Gardner Webb. I really felt that the matchups that we had were extremely favorable, and I thought we pretty much controlled the afternoon, the evening. I was real pleased with our physicality. Defense played really well for an extended period of time. They were put in some tough situations, and they went out there and held them to field goals. I was really excited about that. Offensively, we showed some balance. We had some real good rushing yardage, and John got into a rhythm, made some big explosive plays in the passing game. So I felt real good about a lot of different things. Kicking game was solid except for, bad snap, and I had one kickoff return that, chunked up some yards. But I think our football team's gotten better here in a week's time. Very much looking forward to going up to Lexington next week to play VMI and try to get this thing on a roll here a little bit. We've had a lot of time to think about it. I actually met with the team this morning at 8:40 or 9 o'clock, whatever it was, and just talked to them a little bit about the possibilities. There was some discussion about playing a game earlier. And I just wanted my guys to be alerted to the fact that there are some things going on. Once I found out that the game was not going to be moved up, I immediately sent a text to everybody. Kickoff's going to remain at whatever time it was. Schedule was going to stay the same. I decided to go back into the Robins Center instead of going here to the halftime house. I didn't want to be in here for an extended period of time. Our players come in and out of our locker room all the time, and we have more space down there in the weight room. So I addressed the team. I gave them a targeted time that I would come back in and we'd take the field. Coach Stewart did a good job getting them stretched out, keeping them loose. They were ready to go, and when I walked in there, they were jacked up and ready to go, and I was really excited about that. Went through some periods of time that we really looked like a good football team. And see, that's the perspective that I have to continue to offer, to the team, is this is the way it needs to look. It's not okay to look like this. And we weren't in sync in certain segments of the game, didn't protect the ball in certain segments of the game, had too many penalties in certain segments of the game. I do think we showed some legitimate signs of what we're capable of doing when we're at our best. What you can't do is beat yourself. And, against a good opponent, the opponents that we're going to be playing here in our league and down the stretch, we can't give them breaks, to allow them to gain momentum. And I talked all week long about trying to seize the momentum of the game and try to go out for the knockout punch. You have to always be probing for those opportunities because you never know when they're going to come. See, sometimes it comes in the first quarter and you don't even know it. You just knocked them out. You didn't even really know you did it. But once you let your guard down and once you start to lose your momentum a little bit, they get some energy on the other side. They start getting some confidence. And all of a sudden you're back into a game that maybe didn't have to be a game. So we have some ways to go there, to be able to go out and beat a really good football team. I thought Gardner Webb played real hard, and I thought they were well coached. And they made some mistakes themselves. Gave us a chance to kind of explode on them a little bit. So we got some work to do there, but I think that they're getting it. They're understanding. You got to recognize it when you're in that moment, and I think they're starting to recognize that a little bit. A lot. I mean, I thought we were really physical. I thought we tackled real well. We were, I thought, well coordinated. Coach Trott called a good game. The kids understood who they were playing against. They understood what the opponent was trying to do to them. We were physical. We controlled the line of scrimmage. And I thought we were in good spots in the pass game. I was real pleased with our defense tonight. We got out there in a couple of situations, held them to field goals. And really kind of rose up. Even at the end, we put the first defense back out there, and they stopped them and forced a field goal that they missed. Didn't like, maybe we didn't finish as well as I would have wanted to finish. I did have some younger players in there at the time, but that'd probably be the one element, the reality of what a 60-minute football game looks like, and we didn't have to play a 60-minute football game tonight, but you have to understand the significance of that and what it takes to play 60 minutes. Got a lot of guys in, so I like that. Anytime you get your young players in there competing and playing, there's a lot of positive morale, experience, depth. So I think we took a big step forward with that tonight.